Is it breakage or is it new hair? Hey, good day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today, I wanted to talk to you about that day-old question, or I could say that all the time question that I've been hearing quite a lot as well is when you have like the short hair be all around your locks and in between there and crisscrossed up and all that good stuff. People want to know, is it breakage or is it new growth? And sometimes I have to wonder that myself, because in spots of my hair I have those little areas where it's like hair is on the outside of the part of the lock, or the base of the lock is where the part is. I find like short strands of hair is sitting there, and yes, I have that question too. I want to know, is this breakage or is it new growth? So I think that, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to tackle it the best way I can. And I hope that what I have to say, it makes sense to you guys and that you understand it more better. Okay, I can say that it could be both. If it's breakage, is it breakage or is it new growth? I could say that I believe that it can be both. The reason why I say that it can be both, because one, it can be breakage. I'm gonna start with that first. It can be breakage because depending on how or who you have putting, maybe doing your maintenance, your retwisting or your interlocking, or however way you maintain your locks. If they doing it too tight and your scalp is always sore, then yeah, that can be breakage, and you would definitely want to stop that immediately because it can lead to hair loss. So that's the reason why I say that it can be breakage. Also, depending on how you maintain your locks, whether you interlock or you retwist, I believe that the interlocking is more prone to the breaking is because of the fact it's being interlocked and it can be done real tight. Even though I've heard people say with the retwisting, people can retwist people's hair too tight. Okay, so well, really same thing. If it's being done too tight, hey, it can cause the breakage. And also too, I think that it's got something to do with the way your hair is parted as well. Because if you are the one who is doing your interlocking or your retwisting, then you're not 100% sure if you're getting everything into that lock that needs to be there. And if the hair is not really parted in a good parting system, then it can cause breakage as well. Because I can take it for example, hey, my hair is jacked up when it comes to the parting, okay? I did all of this all by myself with no help. At the time I did it, I really was not using a mirror. I just went on impulse and just did it, okay? To where I can really say that I believe that the way my hair is parted in the back has a lot to do with, or parted anywhere will have a lot to do with the reason why I'm not catching up everything. Like I got this particular area that's right in here, okay? And when I looked at that area, it looked like I had everything going on, but for some reason, some odd reason, I keep missing this hair, and it just will stand out outside of the lock. I don't care what I do, and then it just looks like, to me, it's not really growing to where it can catch itself up. So I'm kind of like keeping my eyes on that area. I'm going to start doing more of maybe putting castor oil there or something that will stimulate that growth to get it together, so where I can catch it up into the lock, and then we'll see what's going on. And that goes for the rest of my hair. I've noticed that I have short hairs like hanging around. Let me see, I don't know if I could be able to show you, like right in here. Right there, my parting system really was bad, okay? Really was bad. And in here, hairs just still be standing out away from the lock. Like all of this right here. Look at this. That's what I mean about your parting system. Means a lot when it comes down to you interlocking. Now, I use a mirror, in which I do have this this three-way mirror that I had got. I did a review on that mirror. I cannot even think of the name of it because I'm not where that mirror is, but I got it off of Home Shopping Network, and I love that mirror to death. But right now, I'm pretty much do my hair without a mirror. Now, I will go and use that mirror to make sure I done did what I needed to do, you know, to make sure I got, you know, pretty much all of them. But I goes by fingers and feel and touch. I touch as I go to make sure I done interlocked up what I need to interlock and go head on about my business, okay? So I usually do mine that way because I'm the one who does the interlocking, the retightening, and all of that to my hair. So it would be nice every now and then if I did have someone that could do that for me, because that way they will be able to catch up these hairs that need to be caught up as well. So, but because I don't have that particular person, I'm doing it myself, I have to, you know, do it the best way I can. So I could say that I think I've done pretty good maintaining my hair for the 3 years that I've been doing this. Now that's what I can really say. Now I can say that it's new growth because a lot of the times I think that you will feel the thickness. If it's new growth, the lock itself will get thick, even though that depends on how it's parted. Now, if it's small like this, I can tell these right here is pretty thick, but at the same time, it's going to remain a certain thinness too because it's a small lock. I didn't want nothing big. But if it's new growth, it's going to feel thick as you do it. Okay, now that's really it far as the new growth. Once you do it, you won't have that extra hair standing out all the way around it, which I still think to a certain point between retwisting and interlocking, I think both of them work hand in hand. Because sometimes you want that look to where you want to hurry up and like refreshing your hair, which I think that's what retwisting is good for. That's my opinion. Okay, because some people swears by the retwisting. They've been, you know, they had locks for years, and that's how they maintain their locks, which is fine. But sometimes that interlocking comes in there and just give it that polished look. You know what I mean? Like that. This ain't gonna come a loose look. You could wash your hair and sweat, do whatever, and it's gonna still look like this. That's the reason why I chose the interlocking method, is because of that reason. I do a lot of sweating in the head, and now since it's hot like it is, it's like interlocking is my best friend. So that is the reason why I chose to interlock. Okay, so yeah, and really that's really about it when it comes down to this, you know, those hairs. It could really be both, and that was my reason of why I think that it could be both. Now, I know I shared a lot when it comes down to the shedding and maybe the breaking off, because sometimes if we're interlocking our hair as well, and you can hear like hairs, like as you pulling that tool through that lock, if you can hear something popping and snapping and all that as you're doing it, then those are hairs that's breaking. So that's why I said it could be a little bit of both. I just have to be more careful, be more not so rough doing it, like, you know, like sticking it in there and ripping it through or something, even though I really don't do that. But then sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I find myself doing that, even though that's not good, but I have found myself doing that, and I will admit to that. So that could be another reason too why we have those little short hairs all around our locks. Even though I haven't had many, I haven't had a lot, and I'm thankful for that. Even though I think too that you have to keep your retightening, you got to be on some type of schedule all the time. That's with the retwisting and the interlocking. That's with both of them. You have to be on a constant schedule. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, see, when a person know how to do something themselves, honey, it really ain't no schedule with me. It's like if I feel something out of place, I'm retightening it, period. I was trying to put myself on some kind of schedule, because that's another thing too. We could be doing it a little bit too fast, and that could be causing the problem. But so far I can say that with my hair, I have not seen or found out a problem. So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, so with us retwisting our own hair and being able to retighten our own hair, you tend to do it more. So yeah, I hope that you get something out of this and that it helps you out. So with that being said, thank you so very much for watching. So until the next video, I wish you all well. So until the next, peace, bye.